Financial experts like Warren Buffett and Dave Ramsey say that your income is one of the biggest factors in building wealth. Earning money through jobs and businesses and investing it yearly is how about 79% of millionaires got rich. Compound interest keeps increasing your investment portfolio and net worth as time goes on. But what about our income? In today's video, we will look into what the average, median, and top 1% earners make in different age groups so that you can be motivated to achieve your financial goals. Looking at average income sometimes doesn't give us the true picture of the money made by a particular age group. For example, some high earners like Graham Stephan will push up the average by a lot because they count as one individual but make 10 times the amount as a typical person in the same age group. Keeping that in mind, let's look into what a young adult makes at the age of 18. The average income of an 18-year-old is about $12,500. At 18, that sure seems a lot when we think about how many 18-year-olds even have the time to work or care to work as they are going through college or just trying to figure out life. That's why the median income for 18-year-olds is a lot lower at $6,000 a year. Keep in mind that the median amount means that exactly 50% of the people in this age group make more than $6,000 and 50% make less than $6,000. A median is a better and more realistic image of someone in a particular age group. On the other hand, to be the part of top 1% of earners at such a young age will require an income of $65,000 or more a year. It is not an easy task to make that amount for any age group, let alone at 18. However, it is possible when people have successful businesses, have multiple sources of income, or the elites in their fields, for example, actors and athletes who just turned 18. All that changes when we look at the next age group of 25-year-olds, who on average make a little over $47,500 a year with the median amount of $40,000 a year. This age group from 18 to 25 experiences one of the biggest jumps in both average and median incomes. This seems realistic when you think about all the people who graduate college and start their careers. Around the age of 25, the people who invested in a college degree start to see some return on their investment by getting a good job. Everyone who decided to start their own business now has years' worth of experience in running and managing their business and ends up seeing the return on their time and effort. This full-time focus on careers is also represented clearly by the top 1% who make more than $170,000 a year. We typically don't see many 25-year-old CEOs, but there are certain professions like tech and engineering which can pay well even early on in their careers, and also the ultra-successful people like Mr. Beast who are extremely skilled in their field and as a result, make the big bucks. People in the next age group of 35 are still very consistently growing their income across the board, with the average being just under $72,500 and a median income of $53,000. From the age of 25 to 35, we see a lot of people join the workforce, especially the people who have been in college for longer than the average person and finally start their careers as doctors, lawyers, and other professionals. This increase in people starting their high-paying careers is a big reason behind the increase in not only the average income, but also the top 1%, which increases by more than twice the previous age group to $420,000 a year. With the next age group of 45-year-olds, we see that the median income doesn't increase by much. The median is about $55,600, whereas the average still sees a decent increase to $81,600. The top 1% income for this group also sees a significant increase to $635,000. Increases in all the three categories show how people grow in their careers over time. Compound interest and experience in their relative field both play a big role in the next age group of 55 years old. The median income for this group is $61,800. The average income is $84,000, whereas the top 1% make $453,000 a year. As we get into the later stages of life, we see that for the typical person, the income continues to go up. However, the top 1% see a massive drop. Usually, the top 1% of careers are quite demanding. Earners tend to shift focus from high growth to other aspects of life like time with family and friends. Keep in mind that the top 1% usually by now have a sizable portfolio, so might not have the same drive to make more as the typical 55-year-old who is getting closer to retirement. Which brings us to the next age group of 65 years old. Getting closer to retirement age is reflected in the numbers as we see a decrease across the board. The median income drops to $60,000, the average to $82,000, and the top 1% drops to $432,000 a year. The drops are not steep as people are living longer and working longer every year, along with some who, due to financial constraints, have no other option but to keep working. So we are not seeing as many people leave the workforce in this age group as we did 20 or 30 years ago. Throughout the years, we see an increase in all three types of income numbers, which proves that regardless of where we are, with a little bit of effort, we can improve our income, which can play a massive part in your journey to financial freedom. So, comment below where you stand within your income group. If you enjoyed this video, then you might like this one as well. Thanks for watching.